So I just got this welder back from repair. So in a previous video where I was building the columns for the office I got here, is that this welder started to behaving really weird. This is what I'm expecting. This is what I'm getting. But I just got this back from repair now, and it seems like it's a gas issue. It did have a problem though, so it was fixed under warranty, but that was a bottom problem. Nothing that should make this weld weird. So this is the gas I've been welding with. I mean, here it says argon 82%, CO2 18%, but I mean, it can't be. It has to be something going on with this gas, because I tried 2 different gas bottles of this I ordered, and it was still welding weird. I thought it was some issue with the welder, but after they've done some testing with this, it seems like it's welding fine. But we're gonna test that. So I got premium gas. We're gonna change to a premium regulator. Oh, this thing sure is stuck. Oh, there we go. So I've been going back and forth with this to get it to work. That thing was stuck. So yeah, this is only 160 bars. That should be way closer to 200 when it's a new bottle. This was missing the plastic piece here. Normally there's a plastic piece here to seal this, showing that it's a new bottle. So that was missing, and I did ask her if it wasn't supposed to be there, and she said, nah, sometimes it's gone. But I'm guessing someone bought this bottle, tried to get this open, they didn't get this open, and then returned it. And it's been leaking since a little bit. That's my theory here, but yeah. You can't win all the time, but 160 bars is still, we got a lot of gas still left in this. So we're gonna go with that. Oh. Oh, there it is. This is the wrong. I'm gonna change to the one I got in my other welder there. I'm gonna go with 1 millimeter. Okay. So I've been using this welder while that was on repair. So we're gonna steal this wire back. Changing that to correct wire size. So I got this auxiliary box when I bought this welder. I never just installed that. Could do that now. That has been sitting in the corner there for almost a year now. So I'm just starting to clean up this garage. So these screws are stuck in the welder, so you're gonna... So now this thing is stuck. Zero 0.8 millimeter. I'm going 1/8. Should be holding here, I think. Oh, that seems to stick. So I still got my old test piece left here. That was welded with another welder, and this was welded with this. So I've been doing some testing with this, so I did this now. I still gonna need to mess around a little bit with the settings here though, but you can see the difference in this. So I really thought this was a power issue. I did not expect bad gas to behave like that. I guess I learned something here. So yeah, don't weld with bad gas. This is the bad gas I was using. So you can see it was argon 82%, CO2 18%. So it's a mix 18. I got the same in that premium bottle now. So just to be certain, let's try the old gas before we call it the quits here. You can see how this is just, that is some dirty gas or something, I don't know, but. So yeah, we can clearly see it was the fault of the gas here. Oh, it's such a big difference. Close this off. So now this works. Park it there. So these are 2 marketplace findings I did this winter. So I'm on my way to go and pick up some stuff I bought. There are my findings. Let's throw them in. So I haven't really taken the time to have a look at this yet. I don't know if this works or if that works. So this thing here, that is a heavy-duty lug nut wrench that is used for truck tires. Not sure if this is more of a Scandinavian thing or if they exist in other parts of the world. These are rather expensive though. I think a new one of these goes for around 3,000 euros. So yeah, I got this for 300, but reading the sign here, it looks rather old. So hopefully this thing works. So I am going to need new tires for this. That is kind of rotten though. And I gotta buy airless tires. Oh, it do holds a little bit of air in this. Maybe I could get this to work for now when we just test this. Oh, doesn't hold. At least it rolls now. So it do start. Front and reverse, that is working. Let's have a look under the hood on this. So you can see that this is kind of an indicator that it's old. So that thing there is, we want to get it down. Or we want to get it up. Hopefully it do fit. Like that. Is it this right key? Oh, seems to be. Oh, that thing is loose. How do you make it do the... Oh, that's how you do it. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is working good. Let's get that back there. All right, so we're gonna tighten that again. Oh, wrong way. So this lever here makes that thing spin, and then you got this. Oh, okay. That is making the agadagas. Okay, maybe we don't want that too hard though. And then you lower it down and take the next. And it's so easy using this thing. But, yeah. So this is gonna help a lot. So this works. Let's order new tires for this and fix that. Oh. Look at this. So you can see traces of aluminum here going in together with the car. I thought I heard like a loud scraping noise just when I got in here. So there's more here. There's a lot of them. So you can see in the rim here, it's like a deep groove that goes in there. So there must have been like a rock or something that got stuck here between the brake and the rim, and that thing made quite a big groove in this. So I think we're gonna need to scrap that rim there. But I do have winter tires on still. So why don't we take a trip to Finland to change these tires? See, high gear, number 2. On the car right now are different, so I gotta go and see if I can find similar. So I got that on my old Cadillac 2-1. I'm gonna steal from that. Let's get this thing forward right. So here's the last one. So that is flat, this is flat, 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 flat. And we got flat. I don't know how many flats I have within a year, but it's a lot. So I'm gonna see if we can get some mining tires. Those tires should be able to handle this situation much better than these soft tires here. So. All the ice is gone from the lake there. That doesn't look good at all. That was an old Beetle. Here we got the border sign. 50 meters to Finland. So now we're in Finland. We are going to Kolari. I also gotta see it. Maybe they do have these small tires.
Not tread condition anymore.
No, it's not. Yeah, so first one I got in there and brought that little tire with me and asked if they got them in stock. He just looked at me and laughed. And then he said no. So no, they did. Oh, good, let's go look at that. So they did not have those tiny tires in stock, but we're gonna see another store here. Maybe they have that. And yeah, so the tires I wanted, they were too wide. They wouldn't fit on this car, sadly. So he said this was the best I could get for my car. So we got them. So look at that. Got a lot of woods here. Someone's been busy with a harvester here. So that is just pine. Here we got birch up there, and down there it's also pine. The Colade train station. Yeah, this is the closest to a train station we have here. Yep. Well, let's go to the other store, check if they have those tiny tires. I have no idea what this is, but I want one. I think this is pear. Bären, probably. This thing here. that thing. Never fall for that. If someone ever comes to you and asks, you want to try Mammy? There's only one answer for that, and that is definitely no. It looks so good, so promising, and then the first shoe is like, you've been lied to your entire life. Feels good having new tires on this though. Alright, so we got some licorice, random drink. Oh, this is always good. Oh, look at that, look at that. They only have one though. I wonder if this would fit. Or is it just small? Let's see if he has one. This guy is like a Swiss knife. He has everything. I never got it from this store empty-handed without the thing I wanted. That is a really small store when you get in there. It's just filled with stuff. But that guy really have everything. You need whatever you can think of. You go in there, you ask, you got that? He just scratch his head a little bit, thinks, where did I put that? And then he goes to some random shelf and just pick that up. Right, so here is the sign. Now we're in Sweden. Now we're in Finland. Let's get back to Sweden. So I was searching for airless tires, but he only had one of those. These won't fit here. Yeah, let's solve this another way. Those should work. It should be hard enough. So we're gonna solve it so it doesn't go around like that. So I got some audience sitting here watching what I'm doing. Hello. So there is actually a story to this C-clamp here. I gotta paste that in the ending of this video. If you don't want to watch that, you can skip that, but 1.5 years ago when I bought this. First time I used that though. So the good thing with this machine being old is that this is a solid pipe. If this was made today, I would almost guarantee that this would be a hollow pipe, not holding as much. You can feel just by doing this also that this construction is not gonna flex. This is gonna hold. I thought about strengthening this, putting like a washer here and weld that to this frame, but it's not needed for this. I think this is good. This is gonna hold for that. Put some lube in this. So in order to get these stuck, I'm just gonna tighten this bolt and they gotta get stuck to each other here, so they are not gonna move. I mean, this is not gonna go off-road, so you just use this carefully when changing the tire there. Alright. That fix is gonna work. Let's have a look underneath this hood here, seeing if there's something we need to know there. So I want to see if we can see this thing in slow motion when it works, seeing the function of that. Yes, I did notice you want to spin on the belt a little bit. It is all though, probably the belt too. So the belt is sitting here between. So that thing is initiated by this. So this is the electric motor driving the belt here. So when you pull this lever, you're pulling the entire electric motor down, making the belt grip around this. I wonder if it's hard getting this flywheel off so we can check the belt. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to fix this. I forgot about that. Let's bring this in again. Can we get this bearing out, maybe? So in order to get this belt out, you can't get it out like that. I thought you're gonna need to get that bearing out, but that is knocked in there, so... Well, you could still change that though, but you're supposed to remove this entire axle, and you can do that here. So the axle is going in here, and it's locked by this. So that is how you get it out, apparently. Right, so the belt is rather dry cracked there. So yeah, I should get a new one of those. But now we can see the function rather clearly here. This is the one that initiates the agadagas here. So when you pull this to make it knock, you pull that down. You see that thing? That goes down onto this thing, locking that. So when this flywheel is spinning and this locks that, it's gonna make that lever, you see this lever here, which is controlling that thing. So when this thing spins, that thing is gonna knock onto this thing. And this thing is just for, normally it's pushed up, locking this flywheel and having this motor sitting up. So when you pull that lever there, the motor is gonna get pushed down and the belt is gonna stretch around this flywheel, and this brake is gonna get pushed down, releasing the flywheel. Something I found is, you see the frame down there? That is all cracked. Spot welding that before, but it's all also cracked there. In order to clean that up without having to take this entire thing apart, I gotta go and get a blasting cabinet I bought this winter. So I bought this blasting cabinet this winter, so it's just been sitting in storage. I've been waiting for assembling this. So why don't we do that now? Because I want to clear some part on that impact wrench here. Oh yeah, this is big. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be big, but it looked smaller in the pictures. Oh, it's a lot of these. Oh. Oh, look at that, we even got a fancy panel. So much stuff in this. I wonder where the box with screws are. Ah, more stuff. Ah, yes. There's my box with probably 3,000 screws for all this. So this is what I ordered. This is what I got. Looks good to me. Ordering that from the picture there, I realized it's gonna be big, but not really this big. I like it. But it's good. This is gonna be roomy for a lot of bigger stuff. Let's connect this. So now when we're starting this vacuum cleaner here, or a dust collector, this button only activates that one. So the dust collector on this side, you need to activate that manually with this plug. And there's a start button here. Why they didn't connect this start button together with that start button? I guess the reason why they're separating this and you need to use a different outlet is that it might be too much having both of these on one fuse. But I'm just gonna leave that for now. We don't need that. So this compressor here should be good for just testing this. So there's just two smaller spots here I want to use this on. Yeah, so I couldn't really see anything when I had this hatch closed, so I had to open that. I just went with the with the welding helmet there. It worked. Okay, so let's weld that. fix this. Let's clean that. Let's paint this. This is a perfect surface for painting, I would assume. So this looks rather boring. Let's throw some paint on that also. So I got this compressor unit for 50 euros. I thought it looked like it had some potential in this. So this is an interesting setup here. This is the spark plug wire coming in here, and they're squeezed on this wire going for that spark plug there. Kind of it's easy checking if you got some spark with this, I guess. So the guy I bought this from an auction. He tried getting this started, but it didn't want to start. I do have a feeling that this setup here might be a contributing factor to that. Well, let's start off by seeing if we got spark to the plug. So we could see a spark coming from this. Might not be the problem, but I still gotta change this. Like that. So I did buy a new spark plug and a cap for this. So these things have a screw inside them. You just screw them in there. All the screws are loose, so it feels like someone been messing around with this. This rotated like that. Alright, I can fit it like this. It's not possible to unscrew this, but I would like a straight one here, so I gotta order that, but for now I'm gonna have that. Right, there is a little bit of oil in this. Let's try starting this. Seeing how it behaves. Fuel on and choke on. You know what? Let's do this instead. Yeah, that works. How do you adjust the throttle in this? Oh, I think it's there. Let's try again. Since this thing starts easy now, I'm just gonna put this back. So everything seems to be working with this. Engine, compressor. The only thing I didn't notice with this, why I'm not putting full pressure in it, is that, as you can see here, there seems to be quite a lot of rust coming here. Also underneath. Maybe there's just surface rust here, and this tank is just fine, but at the same time, I don't feel fishy. Maybe we should get another tank for this. There's also a lot of parts here I need to order. But since we know it works, I gotta order stuff for this. We're gonna change the oil, service this, and this is gonna be a future project. Now when we know it works. I was really expecting some carb issues with this, so I'm really glad this thing just fired up like that. Got a lot of potential. So I went searching for a new belt to this. It is kind of worn out, but it will still work though. But no one had that locally, so I gotta need to order one, so I have a spare. Here. Let's put this back together. I only have one bolt though. There is a weird thread pitch on all of these bolts. I don't have anything like that. Okay, so let's mount this thing. So this is a disassembly table I got this winter. It's just been sitting around there. So this is a store return. There's something wrong with this. So I got this really cheap. So I don't remember what the problem was, but I know it wasn't anything particularly big. So I'll see the fault in this. So you can see this here has been bent, that holds this drawer here. Also on this side, this is bent in. Looked like something hit this. And that might be the traces for whatever hit that. So this is nothing a hammer can fix. This is definitely not the right key. No, it's not like I'm gonna need a lock either, so. Oh, that worked. So this is gonna be perfect now in the future if I disassemble a hydraulic motor, anything like that, that got liquid inside of that. So this is made so everything will fall into that hole, and then you get this. You get the liquid from this you can pour out. This is gonna be a good table. Oh, yeah. Let's clean some stuff so we can get it in there. So these things here are pegboard. This is gonna be mounted above the working table when I build that. That's gonna be behind you there. Yeah, I haven't really decided how that table is gonna look yet, so I don't wanna mount this so it's in the way. So this thing is gonna be chilling here for a while more. So now we can take whatever we want to disassemble, put that here. That liquid is gonna get poured into this. And when it's disassembled, you wanna clean that up. You go to the degreaser station here. Do a little cleaning on that. And then when it's cleaned, you can throw it into this and get it ready for paint or something. Whatever you wanna do here. Yeah, it's almost like we should need a paint station also. Powder coating or something like that. We could put up a pegboard here. Let's do that. Let's put up a pegboard here. This needs to be up there. So the stud is going here, so I can't drill that hole. I gotta need to make a new hole here. Yes, I do have some different hooks here we can use. Well, there was a reason I ordered some of these. I don't remember why. Like the... Oh, this is for plastic bins. That is good. Where did I put those? I know I have some plastic bins for this. I also got these. So where do we need small plastic bins? Oh, now we'll lock it in. All right, put that there. Let's put this here. My big welding electrode. I don't have anywhere else to hang this up, so it can hang here. It's cool looking at this. I think this could be used here. If we got some smaller stuff or screws we don't want to lose, we can put them away standing here on this. Or maybe this is a good spot for spray cans. Yeah, let's have them there. So let's do a shopping list. What are we gonna need for tools in this pegboard here? We're gonna need those. A lot of different seal picks, those small stuff you pick out O-rings with. We're gonna need keys from 5 to, yeah, let's say 24 millimeter. A lot of different screwdrivers. And we can add Torx to that. Is there anything else you need when disassembling stuff? I gotta order this later on. Let's have the pencil there. Always need one of those. Let's try this pear drink I bought in Finland. Forgot about that. Not something I gotta buy again though. Got a little weird taste to it. So order some more bolts for the storage here. So we can stock that with some more sizes. We got some more M20. Oh, so I got another box with M20. Yeah, I think these I gotta need to share with that. Or with this. We're gonna make the name for that. These are locking nuts for M30. Alright, let's do the text for that. M20X40 for this. Print. Oh. What is that? Why is it missing its color? It's supposed to be, yeah, so this thing is supposed to be completely yellow here, like the old ones. This thing is missing the color. What's going on there? Nah, it's gonna look weird if I start using this all of a sudden. So this is even a genuine product here. You see there, black and yellow tape. Not half yellow as I got here. Oh, I was planning on marking everything I didn't do last time, but well, I guess we're not doing that now then. Yeah, you can see the entire tape there is half yellow. Looks like we're doing that another time. I gotta need to order another one. I also got these smaller installation screws. We're gonna find a home too, so I'm gonna put them here. These are really good when you're mounting pipes or whatever on the wall. You screw this in and then you can use the thread here for hanging stuff. I'm gonna put a divider here. Let's save these. Gonna mark this up later when I got the new tape there. So I got this touch-up paint when I built the roof for this garage. But this has the same color code as this. So why don't we use some here? Make them disappear. I think. It's gonna look better when it dries. So this looks much better now, all clean. So my plan, initial plan here, before starting with any of these, is that I was about just to clean this area. Then I remembered I got these and started with them, which resulting in all this. So, but this is clean now. A lot of stuff is gone. The main reason we're starting to clean was that I got a conveyor belt from my crusher there. I gotta start mounting, so I gotta bring that in. So there is a company coming here in a few days. They're gonna drill a water well. Planning to have that somewhere around here. So I gotta need to clean up here and we're gonna need to move that bed. And in order to move that bed, we're gonna get the truck started. And that thing needs new batteries. Those are probably completely dead now. So we're gonna go and get some new batteries for that. Yeah. Ooh. So this is also a project we're gonna keep on working with. It's still gonna get some paint. We're gonna finish this. And maybe we're gonna try some different chains or something else. Maybe hard blade, doing some comparison with chains versus hard blade or something like that. So, and speaking about coming project, this is also one. So here we're gonna build a forest road. That thing is gonna stretch 1 kilometer up to that mountain there. It's kind of a big project. It's gonna require a lot of material. So this is just wetland going there. This thing is not that bad compared to further ahead. That is just bog. The only thing with this is that I gotta need to buy myself a wheel loader before starting with this project. So I'm actually looking to buy myself a wheel loader right now. Some models like Volvo L70, the F models. Yeah, up to L120. I think that would be a good wheel loader for all around work in the forest. The problem with buying stuff nowadays, machinery like that, is that you need to turn to the auction sites mostly. And in order to buy that, you're gonna pay market price for the machine. But the thing is that the auction sites also gotta take their cut. And that thing is usually between 1,500 to 2,000 euros when buying something bigger like that. So, I mean, you can do a lot of fun stuff with 2,000 euros instead of paying that for auction sites. So, yeah. So if someone has a wheel loader they'd like to sell, you can, yeah, contact me. I might be interested. Yeah, I can feel what's going on here. Look at that. Just a hole. A hole in the side of that. Well, I guess it didn't help buying new tires. So yeah, this was the reason I wanted to get mining tires. I think I've driven like 70 kilometers since I changed these tires. You can see how much dirt they're accumulating in these rims here. Nåja, tack så mycket. Du brukar faktura. Tackar. I'm not sure why they put this insulation here. There's no need for an engine heater now, that's for sure. Quite some difference. So we're gonna call it the quits for this time. But yeah, I'm gonna send you back to a snowy 2025 while I clear up here for the well drillers.
Yeah, exclusive.
Kiitos, tervetuloa. Hei.
Vad gäller resebyrå, till resebyrå i Tornedalen, det känns avlägset just nu. Det stod inte så på förra, jag tror att känna om det var metall.
Ja, vet du, jag gissade det.
Det är som att den är byggd på en barnvagn.
พร้อมทั้งปฏิบัติตามคำแนะนำของลูกเรือค่ะ
Kind of nice just in the heat, cruising around. You just need to remember to drive on your left side. Oh, it seems like some equipment there. Kind of curious seeing what this store has. Mr. DIY. Is that a clamp can be kind of nice? Yeah, that's kind of sturdy. Oh, let's go with that. We'll put it on the GPS.
Okay.
Right, we're now entering the mangroves. Monkeys would bite your head off.
Malleabilities when they use for working long time already until they're not working because of sick or hurt.
You're probably about 4 balls. 4 balls. Yeah. We have the right amount. Yeah, we call Boo Boo 2, Nom Nom 2. I was about to make another ball.
They can easily change like a few minutes. Yeah. I just can't permanently open. You're not even chewing.
Yeah.
No. No. She don't want it.